did a whole intro and everything. Now I'm gonna need to redo the intro. Flavor scuff. Darn it. Pretend that none of that happened. Okay. We're gonna try this again. A young woman sits at her computer. It is 11 days before a very special event in which she will show off some very cool and special things. But that day isn't today. This young woman has decided that instead of preparing for said very special thing, or even her very real college exams, she will do something dumb. Barring times where she breaks to sleep, eat, or go to class, she will instead attempt to read all of semi-canonical Order of Homestuck. Yes, this is really happening. This isn't the re-debut me. This is just for the Homestuck. This is just Homestuck Mixie. This is just Homestuck Mixie. Which the doll maker I used gave an automatic name to the frickin' file, and it's Heather Rogers. I can't blink. I decided it on a whim, and like everything on this channel, my whims are more important than anything else. We're starting off with Friend Sim. Well, friends, on one hand, apparently people like watching anime people suffer, or in this case, a small Homestuck kid version of me suffering. It's like, yes, Homestuck kid. And plus, as a person who talks a lot about it and has done a lot of things in places that are explicitly inspired by it, it's still surprising that I haven't read it. And knowing how long it is, it's just, might as well make it a subathon. No, don't kill the don't kill the Homestuck kid version of Mixie. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. No. No, don't kill it. Lisa's... This is stupid. But in the funny kind of stupid way. Not the real kind of stupid way. So it's okay. Okay. Oh, heck. Okay, we're starting. Volume 1. You have just crash-landed on a planet called Alternia, and staggered from the smoldering wreckage of your ship. You are now completely alone in a strange world, desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly a bit of medical attention. Most of all, you are desperate for friendship. Won't someone on this godforsaken rock be your buddy? Any weirdo would do. You're not that picky. Hang on. What is this now? Is someone approaching? Okay, where's the pole? I know that blue isn't... I actually need to pull up the proper blood colors, because I'm weird like that. Like me pulling up a correct version of the hemo spectrum so I can do things correctly. Hey there, buddy. Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. This is gonna be great. Okay. No. Where's the list of the colors? Oh. Yeah, thank you. Oh, it is just blue. Because blue is different. Blue is different than indigo. Take your path. We're going to be doing everything, but this is just for audience preference. Yippee, yippee. Also, I did, watch a little bit of Friendsim stuff when Friendship was first coming out, but I've completely forgotten, everything. Route-wise, I will be going in effectively blind. Yippee. Okay. There are 4 votes. For the sake of time, where is the neither option? Okay, we're going with blue. It's like, where is the neither option? We're going through this hell together. Yes! Someone is approaching! A strange, very gray-skinned alien clad in blue. Perhaps they will make for a good friend.
Dear God. And just what are you supposed to be?
Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who's hungry and probably in need of some medical treatment. You are also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now. Oh my. Oh, how funny this is. How very droll. You want to be my friend? It's too much. This thing at my doorstep wishing to know me in any capacity. The hilarity somehow escapes my ability to capture with maniacal laughter. FlaVR. You apologize for your presumptuous request. You hang your head, turn around, and begin to walk away. And what the fuck do you think you're doing? I invited you to leave. You stop in your tracks obediently and turn to face her again. You probably broken ribs are throbbing in pain, but this does not strike you as the right moment to exhibit weakness. It dawns on me that we may have gotten off on the wrong saunter pod. Where are my manners, ghastly behavior on my part? After all, it is your fault. It isn't your fault you seem to be some sort of hideous freak, is it? And such a tragic creature cannot be held responsible for just a devastating shortfall of social competence. I would weep for you, really, except that crying out of 3 eyes all at once gets a bit messy. So instead I'll think I'll be saving my tears for someone less offensively worthless. You aren't sure if she's inviting you inside, or if she just got you to stay a little longer so she can insult you some more. You try to remain stoic, while your confrontational new friends decide on what to do with you. You unfortunately sniffle slightly. Oh, my dear, you're sad. So amusing to me. Mildly endearing, even. Perhaps I'll decide later if it's endearing once I have more information. It's entirely possible I will retroactively disguise this disgusting. But for now, try to put yourself at ease, you completely pitiful food. Well, not one more sniffle. Do you understand? You nod, while practicing exemplary control over your nose. Thrown a save? Close menu. And you haven't gotten yourself so agitated. I wonder why. You have nothing to worry about for now. Of course I will be your friend. Conditionally, I mean. There is a chance that that designation will be formalized. I refuse to get into this pit of bad, but must watch Chuba. It's like, oh, it's gonna be going on for a while. Of course, I will be your friend, conditionally. I mean, there is a chance the designation will be formalized if you behave in ways that I approve of, starting now. Let's call it a friendship in progress. Agreed. Your heart swells. This is what you've been waiting for. New friend. Oh gosh. All you've got to do now is not fuck anything up at all. Possibly for many hours. Come into my hive. This way, after me. You look like you could use nourishment. I don't know what it is that whatever you are eats, generally, but it doesn't matter. You will eat whatever I have on hand. Whatever it is I have on hand. If I tell you to. How does it sound? How does it sound? Save time. Sounds good. Obviously it sounds good. You will definitely enjoy it. You will definitely enjoy everything I provide with you and tell you to do. I cannot imagine any sort of negativity or disagreement coming from one of my friends. I will assume that we share this philosophy when it comes to friendship. You say, oh yes, absolutely. You nod as enthusiastically as you can without agitating your broken ribs. You consider giving her a thumbs up as well until you realize one of your arms is probably broken too. You will try to make sure she doesn't notice though. Probably leave a bad impression. Come with me. There's something I need your help with. You follow her into her hive. It's a bit gloomy in here. You suppose she's gonna fix you up something to eat soon, as promised. You pass through her kitchen and out of the other side to the other room. Okay, you guessed Ginner can wait. This way. Try not to let any of your broken limbs slow you down. Hello, hero. We're gonna do something really stupid. Yippee! A good friend wouldn't allow such trifling physical ailments to cause me any inconvenience. Oh, so you guess she does know you're injured. Fair enough. You hobble a little faster, although another door is into a much darker room. And now down a flight of stairs? It's hard to see. There are torches along the roll ahead. A monstrous noise rumbles below. Don't mind her, she's just hungry. She's always hungry, though. What's that? You're hungry too? I have not forgotten. What sort of piece of shit friend do you take me for? You didn't remind her that you were hungry. You thought it fit, though. Can she read your mind? You hope not. That's gonna make this friendship in progress a little awkward. Harry? Pardon. My tummy was rumbly. Here we are. This is where you will find what you will be most useful to me as a friend. You look around with a sense of relief. You see no sign of whatever hungry thing was grumbling down here. You are less relieved when you see other kids trapped in cages of various shapes and size. One of them makes eye contact with you. The boy is the same kind of alien as her, horns and all. She has dark red symbol on his shirt. His expression seems to plead with yours. He struggles to say help. Your new friend looks unamused and traces her finger. Help low, he says. Help low, by which I mean hello, of course. Looks like you're the new friend in progress chosen by a great and fixer Ardetta. She is my savior, my reason for being. I am nothing without her. I'll hollow myself out and let her make a nest inside of me if she'd permit it. You turn away from this boy. You don't want to hear anything he has to say ever again. Don't mind me. He's always regarded himself as a comedian. Come over here. This is what I need your help with if you're gonna have any value to me as a friend. You're led to a dark corner of this, well, you're gonna call it like you see it, this dungeon. Your new friend This is a dungeon full of sad, suffering children, and presumably a monster lurking somewhere here, so it's not ideal. Then again, social beggars like you cannot be choosers. I've been having an awful time with it. You can do it for me. It'll save me time. You look the thing in question. You doubt she's been having an awful time with it. You doubt this because it's still in its box, looking down, looking completely untouched since it was brought down here. It's a box containing a table that is that looks obnoxiously like it was designed to keep a person strapped to its surface. I will need you to assemble it. Here's a screwdriver in case you'll need it. I assume other required tools are contained within the box. You take the screwdriver with your not broken arm. This isn't exactly what you had in mind. You don't know what you had in mind, really. A warm meal? A friendly banter? Perhaps a sling for your arm? Or remedial balm for your ribs? Still, you open the box without protest. Hold on. Before you start, this will make for excellent content. My fans will appreciate this. She sets up a video recording device on a tripod and points it at you. A video feed comes to life on several monitors just behind you. You've seen in the corner of the screen an unflattering angle of your torso hunched over the furniture box. Other rectangles contain shots of the other kids in cages around the room. You suppose cameras are pointing at them too. You had no idea this friendship came with the perk of instant stardom. Now you may begin. She is suddenly sitting in a comfortable-looking chair facing you and holding a chalice, swishing around some viscid fluid it contains. You have now all the parts spread out on the floor, organized according to their labels in the instructions. You try to remember the last time you assembled something like this. You don't recall enjoying it, to be perfectly honest. This doesn't look like it'll be fun at all. She frowns conspicuously. Oh, how sad for you. I'm sorry, does this activity not for your liking? You reassure her vigorously that no, it actually looks amazing. You love shit like this. It's what you were born for, you say as you swoosh the screwdriver around, demonstrating your plainly evident skill with the tool. Forget the thing you just thought. Completely arbitrary and wrong thoughts pop into your head all the time. It meant nothing, you swear. Yes, I hear that a lot. Jigsaw, but you assemble IKEA furniture. Continue. You open the little bag full of screws. Jesus, there are like 50 screws in this thing. Where could most of these screws possibly go? Judging from the picture, the table really doesn't seem all that complicated. You look at your screwdriver, then study the screws. Every one requires an Allen wrench. Does this even come with an Allen wrench? The instructions seem to suggest that it does. You look around, but you don't see one. Did you open the bag too forcefully? Did the Allen wrench go bouncing off into the dark dungeon crevice nearby? Maybe you lost some screws too. Damn it. You begin to sweat, looking around nervously. You check underneath one of the parts. No, it's not under there. You grip the screwdriver a little tighter. You wonder what to do next. Another save. Just go and do it. You decide it would be best not to complain about the missing Allen wrench. Your friend would probably consider it bad form. They'll just make do and twist all the screws by hand, the best you can. Your broken arm isn't making this any easier. You favor the other one and prop pieces into place precariously, leaning against each other, while you nudge them in position with your legs for the screw holes to align. It is really frustrating work. You are not going to lie. You are twisting in the first screw, but the groove slips and the screw gets stuck. But you already turned it too tight. Now it's hard to get out. You twist in reverse, harder, but your fingers slip and the paper pieces start to slide. They're going to fall. You react to catch them, but it's too late. The heavier piece tips over, and it slams to the broken limbs on your way to the floor. It hits the floor with a bang. The struck screw pops out and goes bouncing 10 or 15 feet away, settling deep underneath a piece of dungeon furniture. God, you're going to need to get that. You hear a light chuckle. Good. Good. She takes another sip from her chalice and settles even more comfortably into her chair. Is she enjoying this? You think she's enjoying watching you struggle to put this stupid thing together. Maybe a little too much. Nevertheless, you continue. A friend is a friend, and you don't let your friends down. You've committed yourself to the project. You will get the screw out from under there in a bit later. Maybe when you need the final screw, you turn your attention back to the table pieces and try a different strategy. You lay the largest part, the table platform, arm flat on the floor. The legs would be pointing upward if they were attached. Hello, what's this? We are doing a mistake. It's a Homestuck-based subathon / well, I don't have membership on, so it's a I don't have membership on, but I do have memberships via Buy Me a Coffee, which link is in the description. Or you can, it's like, you could also donate to me through super chats. All donations will probably go back into the channel, because I've been paying for a lot of art for the very special thing that was talked about in the preview of this stream. I can't tell if this is more or less obnoxious than the original. It's thematic, okay? It fits thematically. Oh shit, when did you get monetized? A while ago. I said I will only... part of my prerequisite for posting my non-YouTube based monetization methods was me getting monetization prerequisites on YouTube. I got super chats the moment I put my stuff in the description. I'm that kind of guy. Nice. Homosuck. We're gonna read all of it. If you want to join at a later time when things get more difficult, you are welcome to. He's like, this is a mistake. You place the biggest part, the table platform, flat on the floor. The legs will be pointing upward if they were attached. You position one leg. Bro, I can't read. I can read to you, Remy. I can read. People find my voice vaguely soothing. You position one leg in the right spot, in alignment with the hole. Sit on the table platform and steady the leg with your feet. You grab another screw and concentrate. She sounds so pleased. It's strange, you admit, for watching this sort of activity to make someone so happy. But you also have to admit that taking a certain pride in it. It's wonderful, actually. To feel useful, wanted, important even. Important even. If only somewhat menially. You're a great new friend who has discovered a way for your talents to improve her life. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice one of the cage kids reaching out with you with these hands. He's concentrating. You notice the screw you lost slowly slide out from it, underneath its hiding place. Nice. Everyone's looking like a team down here. Aradia does not look at the kid, but sneers a bit. She reaches towards him, and he appears to have trouble breathing. After a moment, you notice the screw slowly scoots back underneath the thing. She releases him from his breathing problems, resumes her pleasant expression, and takes another sip from the chalice. You guess that was against her rules? You decide to make note of it. Your friend runs a tight ship down here. You respect that. About an hour later, you have all 4 legs on, plus some other accoutrements attached. You wrestle the mighty thing. You wrestle mightily with the thing to get it upright, using your only good arm. It seems like she may have forgotten about the final missing screw. You doubt the table needs it, but you design you won't bring it up if she won't. You give it a test. It is pretty wobbly since you were only to tighten the screw with your bare fingers. But again, she doesn't seem to mind. She reclines and has a look on her face which makes her appear absolutely enamored. Enamored with your handiwork. Did I close Discord? I did. Like a Philly Billy. Remy, save us! Guys, it's not that bad, but she starts talking about romance or buckets. I'm running. We'll get there. Eventually. Slowly. Inevitably. Painfully. Slowly. We're gonna get everywhere eventually. We're on the long run. It's a long haul. She reclines and has a look which makes her appear absolutely enamored with her handiwork. She has finished her drink, and the chalice is on the side table. Some awful-looking thing crawls along the floor towards her. It looks like some sort of spider, the size of an average dog. Its abdomen is precariously large. Actually, you think it's a huge tick? That's what it looks like. It settles just in front of her. She puts her legs on top of it and crosses them. It settles underneath their weight and grumbles. Let's try it out, shall we? You shrug. You sit down on the rather rickety table. You're about to lie down, but she interrupts you. No. No, you fool. You absolute fool. What do you think you're doing? That's not what I meant. Get up. You stand up, embarrassed. Again, without looking at the caged kid, she raises an arm towards him and beckons. He stares blankly and opens his own cage, which apparently wasn't locked. He shuffles vacantly over to the table and lies down on its surface. She looks at you expectantly, but you aren't sure what to do. What? You didn't think I'd be playing table stickball on that thing, did you? You aren't sure what table stickball is. Oh, you really are pretty simple, aren't you? It's like a miniature version of area stickball played on. A mini version of area stickball played on a table. Got it? You don't, but you nod. Now, go to it. You shackle the kid's arms and legs to the table. That seems like the right thing to do since the thing comes fitted with shackles. She gets up and lifts her huge tick-like pet. Makes it more grumpy noises. She plops the enormous thing right down on the kid's chest. He appears rendered unable to protest. The tick bites the boy's neck and begins to feed. She smiles and pats his swelling abdomen. Dark rust-colored blood dribbles from the place where it is attached to the boy's neck. Moments go by, while she looks gratified by the process. Proud, almost. She looks at you expectingly. Well? You don't know what she means. The final screw. Aren't you going to retrieve it and screw into wherever it needs to go? The job isn't done. I don't keep the company of many individuals who leave things unfinished, you know? Of course. What were you thinking? You should have known your friend wouldn't let that go unnoticed. Actually, you feel like an idiot for thinking it would. You stoop low to the ground, get on your knees, placing your cheek just above the floor. You peer under the large edifice. It is dark in there. Goes back a long ways. Lots of room for that darn little screw to roll. You take a pitiful swipes with your good arm. It must be further back. You think you can see it? Yeah, just a little further. You have an idea. A tool would be useful. Guess a screwdriver will come handy in after all. How does she know? Your new friend must be very wise. You think you're liking her more by the minute. You feel around with the screwdriver and feel it. Yes, you got it, you think. You carefully scrape it closer to yourself and pick it up. Then you go back to the table and find the one remaining hole you left unscrewed. You slide under the table as a mechanic could with a car. There it is. The table is creaking and wobbling a bit now. Tick is really getting into his dinner, it seems. All the screws in the table have added up to a lot to give a lot of wheel to the stability of the furnishing. Maybe the final screw will help. Ardata has returned the setup of monitors. She is adjusting some settings on the feed, controlling the zoom on the camera, and typing some remarks into a chat window. This is very good material today. It is not often I can provide the content of this caliber to my subscribers. Go on, complete your project. This will be very good. You sticking? Oh shit. Is this homesick, Mixie? Sadly, yes. Oof. Yeah. Okay. You still think it's weird that she likes watching you put furniture together so much, but you're not one to judge friends. Sounds like a great way to lose friends, honestly. You screw in the final screw, but the stress on the table is causing the holes to be misaligned. This won't be easy. The huge tick shifts its grotesque body above you, causing the cable to creak loudly. You nervously slide halfway out from under the table to check it out. Then a loud pop, then a scraping sound of metal. 6 or 7 screws shoot out of the desk like rivets into a sinking submarine. What a piece of shit this thing is. You think a little too late that you really needed that Allen wrench. All 4 legs fly dramatically out from it underneath it at once, like a baby deer on ice. The table platform comes crushing down on your lower torso, breaking your pelvis. You bellow in pain and flail to put yourself out. You forget that you're still holding that screwdriver. In your desperate flailing, you plunge the screwdriver into the fat abdomen of the tick, which begins gushing rust blood with great force, spraying your entire upper body and face. The beast starts thrashing wildly and screaming. You can't see your new friend due to the blood in your eyes. You can't imagine she's thrilled about what's going on here. Your annihilated pelvis is in perfect agony. You have to get this miserable toxicity out from the shitty table. You have an idea. With your broken arm, you start slapping the big ass of the screaming tick while yelling, "Yee-ha!" You clutch the screwdriver handle with your other hand. The blood-gushing monster starts kicking and raining, then blasts off the dungeon cuts like a pig at a rodeo. You hold on for dear life, still blind, but your plan works. You have been pulled out from under the tomb you have spent the last hour constructing for yourself. Your pelvis is in ruins, but at least you're free now, and riding like the wind. As you and the blood-spewing tick tearing off the room, crashing into stuff, you hear a boy crying. You think Ardata has come distracted enough by your foolish display to cease her paralyzation method on him. Or maybe distracted is the wrong word. Maybe she's disappointed by your foolishness. Oh god, you might be blowing it by now. The tick swerves suddenly, and suddenly starts running up the stairs. Ow, ow, ow. Your brittle pelvis feels every step on the way out. It careens through the rest of the high, crashing through the front door, and comes to a sudden halt. You're catapulted violently over its backside and sail 50 yards through the air. You land on your ass, wipe the blood from your eyes. Okay, this was embarrassing. Everyone makes mistakes, right? You can still fabulous this friendship. You know you can. You turn back and look at her hive. Ardata is standing in front of her doorway with a furious look on her face. She is flipping you off.
You will not be my friend.
Rejection. Oof. Rejection. Rejection. This is very weird. I cannot decide if this is fetish material or not. This was made after Homestuck proper, but we are, like, I think we haven't hit the weird part yet. Looking good, have fun. He's dying. Do you play Deep Rock Galactic? Occasionally. I can say with pride that I've never read anything about Homestuck, so I'm protected from the cringe. Lucky bastard. He's just like, he's dying, just like me, for real, for real. Mixie jump scaring us with sound effects. Lol. This is very weird. This is just top chat, not live chat. This isn't the weird part yet. We haven't even started reading Homestuck proper. Actually, this game is rated M, and this is the era where Homestuck started getting weird. So I will start to... I need to skim the frickin' chapter, content oriented. Okay. Yeah. I think there is one chapter that gets a Okay. I think there's only one volume out of I think there's one content warning purveying this to make this like dubiously streamable. There's only one chapter that requires it. I'm terrified. She's challenging all the cringy to herself to come run undiluted cringe lord Kino. I'm pretty sure they don't show anything, it's all text. But still, I think the content warning is still... I'm a content warning guy. Also, Remy, since we have finally gotten past the first view of our first failure, we have unlocked our first failing. Friendship. Okay, befriendments. Befriend everyone. Okay. Close menu. Options. Okay, so the achievements are only the befriendments. Should we start from the I'm unsure if this is just bad ends. Okay. Get the hell out of there. First, you clear your head and try to think innocent thoughts. Fluffy cloud. It's like 0 friends, Sadage. Fluffy clouds in the sky, ironing some clothes, a winning touchdown pass from the sports. Ardata's long black hair spilling over her cloak. Wait, these are not innocent thoughts. Shut it down. Shut it down. There's no time for thinking. You have to act. You hurl the scroll driver at her and run. She calmly lifts a hand towards one of the kids in the cages. The kid tenses up and lifts a hand in the direction of the screwdriver. The screwdriver freezes mid-air, right in front of Aradia's head. You run up the stairs. She twitches a finger. The cage kid does a full body spasm and the screwdriver goes sailing towards you and stabs deep into your leg, and you buckle over, trembling backwards down the stairs. You roar a crumpled heap at the bottom of the stairs, bleeding, and you think your arm is broken in 2 places now. That didn't seem very friendly to me. Luckily for you, I am very determined to make relationships work. Even ones with people who flee simple furniture assembly projects. She stands over you. You attempt to pull the screwdriver out of your leg, but your entire body locks up. You can't move. She holds an outstretched hand just above you. You shouldn't try to move yet. And you certainly shouldn't try to pull out that screwdriver. Look at blood everywhere. To my 3 little eyes, under the present condition, it seems to me that that the only one of us should attempt walking up these stairs. You feel relieved. Perhaps she has some alien means of levitating you up the stairs. Wait, no. Your body is tensing up again. It's moving without your permission. You get to your feet without taking the screwdriver out. Wow, that hurts. What is she making you? What she can't be. You use both of your arms and all of your strength and pick her up entirely. The pain from your arm is excruciating. Arms with broken bones are meant for heavy lifting. The pain from your arm is excruciating. The additional weight on your wounded leg isn't great either. You hold her as a groom would hold a bride. She wraps her arms around your neck to hang on to you in what strikes you of an eerily familiar manner. She looks directly into your eyes and grins. This is better. Now onward and upward, new friend. Wood. It's like, wood what? Wood what? Your legs begin to operate without your consent. They wobble and struggle under the weight. The wound throbs. You lumber back up the long flight of stairs, carrying her up all the way. You take her back to the kitchen and set her down in a chair, seated at the table. You didn't think I would forget about dinner time, did you? let's put your unfriendly behavior behind us. It's a good thing that that I am benevolent enough to overlook the disgusting acts of betrayal. You may not have noticed it, but I keep several friends in my hive who I have similarly forgiven. Consider the transgressing blood beneath the abattoir. You exhale. Hail. Gosh darn it, I'm checking chat, yeah. You exhale. Now that you mention it, yes, you are hungry. Not horns, really. Handlebars. I'm unsure if it's canonical, but as most horns in fictional media tend to be also very sensitive in a very peculiar way. You sure you want to do that, dog? With this one? You sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that with this one? You sure? The friends like these, who doesn't need health insurance? Maybe a warm meal will lift your spirits and get this heretofore turbulent friendship back on track. Maybe you'll even get the chance to scold the screwdriver out of your leg. You pull out a chair and attempt to sit down, but your legs lock up. Then you stand again. Apparently that was not the right thing to do. Oh, but why are you sitting? There's cooking to be done. You stagger mechanically over to the fridge and open it. You pull out a large hunk of some sort of alien mystery meat and put it on the counter. With your broken arm, you reach in anguish for a big dangling meat cleaver. Who knows? Darn it. You place a sliced meat in a frying pan, sear it lightly, and serve it on a plate very rare. Just like the way your new friend likes it. You didn't know that's the way she likes it, but you surmise that this is what she prefers in a piece of meat, since technically she is the one doing the cooking. And not the one in the middle. You put it on the table in front of her, along with a fork and knife beside it. Your muscles relax, as you're apparently allowed to control your own body again. She does nothing except for look with you in the pleased expression. You eye the meat in front of her, then the meat on the counter, and the chair on the other side of the table. What should you do? Prepare a plate for yourself? Is that what she wants you to do? Prop another say, because this feels like a decision. Well, it looks like you're confused. Is it... Like, she wants it fucking raw. Isn't it obvious what to do next under your own volition? A good friend would know what to do. In fact, I don't think a good friend will take this nearly as long as to decide what the right thing to do is. It actually seems to me that a very rude friend would hesitate for as long as you are hesitating, or perhaps someone who's not a friend at all. She wants it for the mother grub. You begin to sweat again. You clearly don't have time to make up your mind. You wait for seconds longer, you'll probably be guilty of being a bad friend. Maybe even a dreadful one. You're not the type of person to think you are. What will you do? Feed her. Oof. Yeah. You reach out for the fork with a good arm and go for the knife with your other. Ow. You can't do it. The arm is much less serviceable when the muscles are not being forced via second override to disregard the pain response. Nevertheless, she looks at you patiently and smiles. That's nice of her, you think. You're not going to be mad about it. You feel like you're growing closer to your nan friend by the minute. Put the fork down and pick up the knife with your good arm and cut the meat into several pieces with a careful sawing motion. You put the knife down and pick up the fork and stab a piece. You put it close to her mouth. She seems pleased. Very good, nice technique. Well-sized morsels, too. She chews the meat with excellent form. She has very good table manners, you think. When she finishes the pieces, you slice off some more and continue. The meat looks very good. Your mouth is watering, but she doesn't offer you any. Oh well, there's the right time for you to eat, too. I will sure you'll let you know. 3 eyes, 2 horns, and one hell of a personality. 10 out of 10. Oof. And 0 chance of long-term survival. like 3 eyes, 2 horns, 1 hell of a personality, and 0 chance for long-term survival. Ardata. The waifu? Friend? The meal's finished. There is no more meat except for a few pieces of unchewable gristle, which you did not try to feed her. That would be thoughtless. Very bad service. She reclines in the steps and steps her fingers, looking quite pleased with how the evening has gone so far. You aren't sure why she's laughing. Did you do something funny? Oh my... What a fool. You point at yourself, wondering if she's referring to you. You don't know if you've done that is foolish. If so, you're still not sure what she finds so amusing. She pauses her laughter for a minute or two and slowly begins to frown. A faint blue tear rolls down her cheek from her bottom eye. The truth is, I don't even know why I'm laughing. This isn't even very funny. What's happening here? It was a good dinner. You did a good job, whoever you are. She puts her face in both of her hands and sobs quietly. You have no idea what this is about. You stand there, still holding the fork, feeling a bit useless. There's a lot of pressure, you know. Being so respected and admired for your high status in this world. I didn't ask for this. To be so superior to so many. Much is expected of you, and much is presumed about what your personality will be before you even develop one. You work hard, you build a brand based on only what people assume you should like. Sometimes I wonder, am I even that good at being sinister? Could I be more sinister if I tried a little harder? Maybe this isn't my true calling after all. You begin to offer words of sympathy. This seems heartbreaking to you, you poor new friend, but your jaw muscles contract and your mouth shuts involuntarily. I guess it's not your turn to speak yet. Okay, that works for you. You like to be a good listener to your friends. What if happened if I changed my brand? If I stopped being so sinister online? My friends, my followers would deride and reject me. My superiors would eat me alive. If I show weakness, if I scale back on my thirsty content, will I incur the scorn of a wise-ass clown with 100 million subscribers? Will I be in a cage someday, listening to a fucking fool honk his horns for likes? No, I must persist. How lonely is it to know that this is all I can do till the day I leave this planet? I have no material or sensory comforts left for me here, until I can get on a ship and fly away. Pain is my only solace. Your hand holding the fork grips it tighter. You're horrified to realize what is in the process of doing. You bring it down hard on the hand of which is placed flat on the table. She doesn't flinch or react in any way. 3 trails of cerulean blood flow from the tins where they piece her skin. That wasn't very friendly, you think, but then you weren't the one who did it, were you? You're so confused. My subscribers aren't my real friends. They adore me only for my sinister content. The show I will provide my wicked and infectious laughter. I'll get jealous of them sometimes because they get to watch my content. It must be thrilling, I think. Maybe. I'm jealous of them because they get to be people who aren't me. This is fucking deep, I know. Apologies if you can't relate. It's like, are you trapped within a predicament where you are embedded in your own living space? Stuck, perhaps? No, I can leave whenever I want. This is self-inflicted torture. And lays it gently on the plate of gristle you didn't feed her. The people downstairs in their cages aren't my friends, however. They act like they're my friends, though, and sometimes I'll believe it. But they don't really want to be friends with me. Nobody does. So make a great VTuber with all this Manera. Oof. The only person who ever really wanted to be my friend, whoever tried to be, is you. You clear your throat and point at yourself innocent. That's it. I've decided. You have passed the test. You will become my friend. Officially. I think a reward is in order. You're overjoyed. Your heart starts racing. You can't believe it. A real friend. But you don't have much time to enjoy this achievement. Your body is doing something again. You bend down in a strained motion and pick up the plate and fork. You position the plate and fork over your wide open mouth and scrape all of the remaining gristle and begin chewing. It is virtually inedible. Your mouth humors the act of chewing for 2 seconds. Then you swallow it all whole in one painful gulp. Tastes like friendship. Friendship? Did we do it? We did it! We did it! We did it! Next path! Yeah. And it only took us approximately an hour. Diamond. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange, gray-skinned alien with a cozy-looking vest. Perhaps they will make for a good friend.
What's up? Oof. Hang on. Sorry, I didn't get a look at you before I started talking. I guess you're really weird-looking. Kind of uncomfortable about this.
Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you're a lost traveler who is hungry and probably needs some medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind about making a new friend about now. One horror show later, we have made a friend.
Hungry, huh? I see what your name is.
You aren't sure what he's talking about. Then your eyes drift down to the obvious target. Yeah, that exquisite hot dog thing he's holding. It looks really, really good. Your mouth starts watering noticeably.
I know. I knew it. You're just like the rest. Your agenda is to have me relinquish my delicacy. Well, forget it. I've been tricked out of 2 other meat progress this week's already.
What? What is that?
I know you probably think it's an easy mark due to my blood color, but I still have some dignity, at least.
You're not getting with Glizzy that easily. This diamond got the hive swaps before. Oh, it reads the stuff. But I'm reading the stuff. Silly game. I'm an entertainer. You don't know anything about his blood color, or why it would matter in a conversation about his hot dog. You're hungry, sure, but you didn't mean to cast a threatening gaze at his meal. All you really want to do is make a new buddy, so you don't feel quite alone in this strange new world.
We see. You just wanted to be a friend. Want a friend and not my sweet meat. Sorry, I just get a little paranoid when I walk around with such delicacies in public. You can't be too careful. People tend to get a greedy look with their eyes around my warm sausage.
Warm. These are odd ways to express the things he's saying, you think. But it would be rude to just point it out. Probably best to change the subject. Get this blossoming friendship moving in the right direction. Save. Slut! Selfless and takes the switch. Are those baby arms on his head? Those are his horns. His horns are silly shapes. Uncle's menu. Ask if he lives nearby.
Oh yeah, I used to, I mean. My place was bombed by drones a while ago. Now I don't have a hive, but I'm making it work out here. Forage for tasty things when I can. I've gotten plenty good at it. I take taking people's meat into tucking people into giving me meat products. I mean,
You quickly feel a sense of pity for your new friend. You thought you had it rough, crash landing here, hungry and friendless, and come to think about it, it feels like your arm is broken. Your ribs too, maybe, but enough self-pity. This is about making a great friend. You ask your friend if there's anything you can do to improve his life.
oh, wait. Are we friends now? Like, is that official? Man, I don't know. Why don't we slow down a bit? See how things go. I'm not saying that it's out of the question. I just think I should take time to see if we are actually friendship material. Someone I trust, you know? Not another looky-loo gunning for my delicacy.
Oh, damn. You got for your skis again. Of course he's right. This is totally reasonable. You feel sure you can. You feel sure you can do what it takes to win him over. You make a mental note to avoid looking or mentioning his hot dog, since it seems to be a sensitive subject. You do everything in your power to avert your gaze from the hot dog. You're aggressively not looking at it. Okay, don't think about hot dogs also. Don't think about hot dogs. It's working. You're thinking about hot dogs all along. It's like he isn't even holding one, and no one even brought up the fact that hot dogs exist. He seems to notice, on some primal level, your current non-doggy, not hot doggy mindset. He smiles. You pay close attention to the boy's face. It's a nice smile he has, actually. Very kind, disarming. A few freckles on in there. A mop of messy hair drooping over his eyes. What a nice friend this would be to have, you think. He's kind of adorable. You kind of disregard the picky attitude about his hot dog. Oh, wait a minute. You don't want to start thinking about thoughts that are too unfriendly. You should dial this down a bit. Just the basics. You just want a cool new friend. Nothing more. Try some non-meat related conversation soon before this gets awkward. You wonder about his hogs. He got bombed?
Yeah, you know. Routine drones pass through the hood. A little bombing, a little culling. That's how it goes around here. I was a lucky one. My Lucis not so much. He's a goner.
You don't know what a Lucis is, but you can probably introduce to someone important to him who probably died in the bombing. Rather than overwhelm him with overannoying questions about his culture, you decided the right play is to show some sympathy.
Thanks. I miss them. Sometimes I think I enjoy savory burn delights as a way of covering the pain. They're good though. It's hard to stop. They also favored the juicy meats before he died anyway. It's just something we did together. How about we start talking about my hot dog once more? Let's drop it. Please, dude, don't bring it up again.
You didn't bring it up, but if not wanting to bring it up, the boy's clearly grieving. You see two faint red tears roll down his cheeks. They flow up behind messy bangs. Your heart can't take it. You have to console this homeless boy somehow, and he'll definitely be your friend. What do you do? Okay, homies. Do we hug him? Do we hug the homie? Haze, good night. Hello, Gremlin swore. Is that a yawn? Tired? Feel free to doze off. No, I overslept to the point where I got a headache. No, I feel so bad for him. Nah. Like, I woke up at like 9. Giving the Christian side hug. Always kiss the homie. Sadly, that is not an option. What is happening? What is going? Do we hug the friend or do we give him a reassuring pat? Pat. You keep it simple. Pat him on the back a couple times. Everything's gonna be okay. Since you're his new friend, or at least working towards that status. he has a new ally to help him whatever comes his way. Homie hugs, homie kisses, no tongues. But no hug for him. He wipes his tears, appears to get himself back together. Your friendly gesture worked.
You're right. I shouldn't let the past get me down. In a way, I'm free. I'm off the grid. I probably think I died. No need to worry about knocks on my door because I don't have a door anymore. Maybe I can live off the land for the rest of my life. Scrounging around for scrumges and dulwages wherever I may find them. By rummaging through awful drums or smooth tucking the right mark. It sounds like a life, honestly. I miss my Lucis. But I think he would be proud of me. If I could make it without him, I could survive on my own. Well, he would be proud. I don't even need to leave the planet. Maybe I don't even need to leave the planet. Maybe I can avoid taking the ordeals altogether. Can't test who you can't find. If I play my cards right, I can probably live to a ripe old age on this planet without getting caught. By hiding in alleys and sewers, scraping together just enough succulent proteins to keep myself going. Honestly, I don't even need to get by that long, since I have a much shorter lifespan than most trolls. I think I might just be able to make this work.
You seem confused at the last remark. Again, you don't want to be impolite. He holds up his hand as if to tell you not to bother.
I can tell you're not friend here. It's okay. Rust bloods don't live a long time. The blood class is higher than me, live progressively longer the higher you go up. Sea dwellers live basically forever. It's kind of crazy, and it seems unfair, but that's how it works. I'd be jealous of them, but I think I'm not. I'm almost grateful I don't have very long to make it in this world. I don't know what I'd do if I had longer. I'm just happy to sell for a nice shirt right, keep a low profile, pick some good meat along the way. I have nothing wrong with that life, if you ask me.
I understand. Sounds like a tragic story. If your friend has made peace with his destiny, you might as well too. You offer a sympathetic shrug and continue on your impressive streak of consecutive sucking of not looking at his hot dog at all. He smiles again. He seems to be masses, gripping the dog a little less tightly. That's good.
You're good at listening. Not many people understand me at all. A lot of people find my overly possessive attitude towards neatly delights to be strange and off-putting. I've heard this more than once and lost some friends that way. Well, there are lots of past personal dramas I do not want to think about, let me tell you. But you're different. I maybe put at ease because it's not obviously that you're... Maybe you put me at ease because it's obvious you're even lower than me. No offense, but you are. Drones would vaporize a harmless goof like you. No questions asked. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
You laugh at all. You're not scared. You say, you've survived for it. You pat your broken rings and winch. You clutch your sore ribs with your broken arm and wince even harder because of that.
Oh, ma'am. Looks like your arm's hurt, huh? Guess it's broken. Let's see what we can do about that. Here, hold this a second.
My hands hold this hot dog without hesitation. Wow. Let's see to hold it. Remarkable gesture of trust. You're overwhelmed. You turn to leave the hot wood with your good arm, being careful to hold the hot dog from beneath your fingertips, as if it is a priceless delicate treasure. He takes off his vest, puts it on the ground, then takes off his shirt. You avert your eyes for a moment before you realize that's silly. Nothing particularly indecent about this, I suppose. If he's comfortable, so you are. Then he puts the vest bond on, takes the hot dog back from you, and hands you the shirt.
Here, make a sling out of it. That should help.
He's right. It does help. Your broken arm is a lot more comfortable and secure. The shirt smells like meat, too. Can't tell if he thinks it's a bonus or if it's weird. He decides a bonus. This is your new friend. He loves meat. And so do you. Your greatest common interest, in fact.
Nice. You know, I think we make a pretty good team. I don't know if I'm ready to officially call you my friend yet, but I may be getting close. Pushing all the right buttons, man. Just, I love someone who listens and understands. You have no idea how much that means to me.
Happy to hear this. It makes your heart sing.
Well,
You're keeping it totally real. Some of these things are a little strange. Like maybe this boy isn't really socialized properly by his Lucis, I guess. You think It might be his dad, but then again, you don't dare ask. Not when the positive feelings are floating like this. Might kill the mood. He gets a little closer and swoops a hand through his thick black bangs. For the briefest moments, he clashes his eyes, guarding you fondly. Your heart beats a little. He puts your hand on your shoulder and you're starting to wonder if he's interested at all in friendship. You hope that it's all he wants. I don't think you're ready for anything more than that. You're desperate for friendship, or really companionship of any sort, but this was moving fast for you. You're too nervous to make your feelings clear of all this. If it goes any further, you're not sure if you'll have the will to protest.
Listen, dude. This gorgeous meat products we both admire. I'm thinking, maybe we share it. I think this actually sounds pretty good, actually.
Oh my. It sounds wonderful. You're so hungry and beside yourself with gratitude. The demon, is willing to share with you something so precious to you. It means a lot.
Here, I have an idea.
He brings your face close to yours. He holds a hot dog between your faces, and both ends of the hot dog pointed towards your mouth and yours. Nice. Eat the hot dog, you think. Lady in the Tramp style. Yes, if you press on it, then you act uncomfortably ironic. Then you have to eat. This is a good way to share food out here, while ensuring it gets split evenly. You absolutely loathe the idea of letting your friend down. He's completely at odds with your value as a person. You jump on your end of the hot dog, and he does with your end of nice. I need the weed. I'll be back. You jump down on your end of the hot dog as it goes down with his end simultaneously. Holy shit, that's good! Take another bite, and he takes another perfectly. This eerily good at this game, starting you off a little bit. You're chewing a bit, which makes you cough a little when you swallow, but you don't feel like you can pause with break eating rhythm with him. Maybe a bad friend would do so. You keep going without really quite swallowing as you go. You get closer to his face, which is creating an imminent situation you are not sure how to handle as you have planned for it. And it's coming up fast. The hot dog backlog collecting in your throat is getting a bit too heavy, so you're trying to swallow, but you can't. You gag and cough out all the side of the two hot dogs and explodes massively into his face. He recoils, absolutely stunned. His bangs are blown back. He's just different for a minute. Oh fuck, he's joking. He wants to his mouth desperately. You need something. The Heimlich, of course. Save your friend's life. You get behind him. Good arm buddy in the fist. You plunge his fist into his rib, trying to dislodge the myth. It's no use. You can't get any leverage. You need your other arm. It really hurts though. You'll have to make a sacrifice for your friend. Yes, a friend who may have just tried to trick you into kissing him. Silly hot dog stunt. You're not sure how to navigate the trippy subject when he's breathing again, but you'll have to deal with that later. Right now, you have a life to save. Close menu. You pull your broken arm out of the sling and grab your front of your fist and squeeze. You try and try. Your face is turning, not blue, deep red. You think blood rest color. Sure, makes sense. You yank one more time, your broken arm throbbing in pain. A huge gob of chewed hot dog launches out of his like a cannonball. An expulsion creates a force worse in the other direction, causes you to actually lift him up in the air and accidentally suplex him into the mud behind you. You turn into a groveling to yourself. The two of you are soon locked in an immense pinwheel of interspecies downhill mayhem. You roll down the greasy incline towards the near-mid neighborhood towards the street. Luckily, you stop short of the street. The demon's neck lands right on the short edge of the curve. And flipping in the air once or twice, you come right back down on your face with your big ass. You hear a crack. Human, you slap his cheek a little. No response. You hear no response. You stop breathing. You check his mouth. Notice here hot dog debris. This can't be happening. You look around panicked. This isn't what you need right now. All you wanted was a friend. You can't be held responsible for alien murder. You have to hide the body. You see a couple kids creeping out of nearby houses. See what all the commotion is. There is no time. You gotta find a bush or something. There, over there, it looks like a little alien bush thing. It's pretty small, but it'll have to do. You drag the vested shirtless carcass over to the bush. You dump the body to the bush, and it's really not convincing. It looks like a dead kid was unceremoniously dropped on top of the small bush and poor attempt to conceal a murder. You come back with a better. Wait a minute, someone's standing behind you. Hello, stranger. Don't worry about this little mess you have made. I'll take care of it for you. You killed him. You killed him. Okay, let's load. Let's try to give him a hug. Try giving him a hug. Rip, my dude. Rip, homie. Oof. You open your arms and approach him with the posture of gazing. You furrow your brow upward a bit. It's like, I know how hard it is. You advance and he leans backward a bit coughed off fired by your sympathy. Feeling on too strong. But you know there's no turning back now. You don't judge his little throw breaks and on an imminent heartfelt hug like this. You embrace him awkwardly. It goes well for a moment until you realize your arm is broken. It seizes up reflexively in pain. It jostles the hot dog in his hand, and he bobbles for it. You both gasp. You try to detach from the hug so you can ask the dog, but it's already on its way to the ground. In your attempt to save it. How old are you? A legal adult. It's like, how nice of her. Such a reliable individual. She and us could be friends? Tell us. No. In your attempt to save it, you stagger backwards. The hot dog gets smashed under your big dumb ass. The moment it comes. Dumb ass. The moment it takes contact with the ground, DMN lets out a shriek. No! Oh, dude, my dog! You scramble to get up in time, hoping that you're not owned as it looks, but your slipping and your butt keeps grinding the hot dog into the mud. Okay, Mooberry, this is gonna be your warning. I'm deleting your message. Don't guess my age. That's weird. That's creepy. I'm an adult. Next time you do that, you're getting a timeout. No, this is serious. I am weird. Me too. You can be less weird. We're all special here. You don't need to be weird. That's intrusive. I do not like that. Please stop. Thank you. When the carnage fully subsides, you roll over and check it out. It's completely unsalvageable. It's just a gross meaty mud mash, like the hot dog never existed. DM in howls in agony. I know, right? We are so special. Why are you acting like that's quirky and not freaking psychotic? I know in the age of the internet that, like, oh, minors pretending to be adults is just like fucking... Darn it. I'm grown. I'm an adult. I pay taxes. I filed my I gave my W-2 to my family accountant the other day. Okay, Cosmic Latte, despite the fact that I know, my own thing. Okay, Cosmic Latte, I understand that you're trying to protect me, but also let's keep compassion in mind. I laid down the law. I can handle myself. Thank you kindly. The NC is cursed. No, wrong one. Sorry for cursing. I use Twitter. Y'all are fine to curse. It's a personal rule of mine. Oh shit, you pay taxes. I'll move. It's like, I'm sorry. That place is horrible. That's why I barely use Twitter. Demon howls in agony and slumps forward against a tree. Oh no, you fucked this up.
That's it, man. I've lost everything. I'm not sure what the point of this living is anymore.
Oh no. Dude, this is a... Mooberry, I suggest you leave. This is a mature rated game, and despite my choice of making this stream viewable for all, most of my content is intended to be for adults. You can watch. You're fine. I suggest you don't. I ain't your dad. I don't care what that is. I just want to be in a live stream. You aren't absolutely mortified, but here comes into some foolishness. You have a feeling that you're thinking about this for a moment, for the years to come, during those insecure moments where your mind seems to be looking for any excuse to make yourself cringe with self-doubt and shame. Still, you can't help but feel this guy is being a little unreasonable. It's just one hot dog. There are probably plenty more of those to come by, for those who know where to look in this strange world. He himself says he makes a habit of enjoying these, so they can't be uncommon. Cool it with the parasocial. Me too, homie. But I only got one gummy left. Damn, you need a fat blunt to alleviate the pain. You see, that's what grown people do sometimes to alleviate stress. Maybe he just has an unusual psychological disorder or desiring a fixation on this particular food item. Yes, that could be it. Poor guy. I have never experienced what Homestuck was. Howdy, Kiwi! This just means you won't need your support as a friend all the time. You won't give up on your friends, or for that matter, people you're trying to desperately become friends with. It just isn't who you are as a person. You have an idea, you run it by him with a sense of optimism and salesmanship. The past is behind you. There is no need to wallow self-incrimination and guilt over a hot dog incident. Diamond hooks up a little bit.
You wanna help me get another hot dog?
Absolutely. It could be a fun adventure, you say. Something to bond over. Bring two new buddies closer together. Okay, you want to say that out loud, but you really hope it's true.
I don't know. Could be a long shot. Sometimes it could be days before I'm united with you. Yet another plump treat. Glistening with perspiration. Nice steaming, relaxing, comfortable, and a soft melt in your mouth full. Damn. Now you really want a hot dog. Guess they don't have much choice but to take you up on your offer, do I? What do you have in mind?
That's a good question. You haven't made a plan yet, and frankly, you don't even know where to begin. But if he's interested in spending more time with you, which is the most important thing, you'll figure something out. You decide a display of confidence is called for here. Real show of leadership to improve morale. You smile, head up high, and tell him to follow you. You know exactly what you're gonna do. Well, not really. You give no indication of that at all. He's definitely intrigued. You got him hooked now. You think, frankly, he's wondering if he'll hit pay dirt, finding a new friend with the hot dog hooked up. Of course, you don't have any slightest idea where to find a hot dog, but you got to admit, you're enjoying the feeling of being important and valued as a potential friend. You don't want to do anything underhanded yet. You can't help but feel like you should probably milk the social gambit for all it's worth. This way, you say, you begin marching confidently in a random direction. He obediently follows and begins rumbling his tummy. The loaf. The loaf. You begin to feel nervous almost immediately. You have absolutely no idea how this is going to play out, or if it stands any chance of resulting in a hot dog at the end of the journey. Well, you'll figure something out along the way. You lead him through the streets, winding through yards of strange-looking houses, and he follows. He takes care to make sure you both are not seen, which could get you both in trouble. Apparently, the improvised circumstance route seems to provoke his suspicion.
Are you sure you know where a dog is? Seems like maybe you're lost.
Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sure where to find one. You say you're just throwing off anyone off the trail who may have been following you. You nod solemnly, as if that makes perfect sense. Boo. But you can't keep him guessing like this forever. You gotta do something. Take some bold action, though. He'll keep his interest in the wiener quest. No, we're gonna override the first one. We're gonna stick with 6. You say down this way, there's stricter to hot dog supply to your privy to the mother load. In the sewer? Yes, totally. It's just a short trek through the sewer. It shouldn't be more than an hour or so of sewer trudging. That's it. Still have the will. Juicy dogs.
Oh, hell yeah. You know what? After you, ma'am.
What is the loaf? Read the comments. I'm doing it now. I'm just gonna call it soft. The music is oddly relaxing for some reason. Using the arts. I like the art style of this game. Frantic yet calm vibe. I like it a lot. Yeah, pretty good. Fits the situation. Art is always good. Old point and click adventure games. Homestuck team is always on point with music. Homestuck point always on point with music. An hour later, they still deep in the sewer. You have lost all bearings of any sense of direction. You can be anywhere by now. You've taken too many crazy turns. You don't let up for a second that you're lost. You've made each turn with a decisive conviction, and he's still following you. Now he's having trouble keeping up. He's out of breath, juggling with a foul smell. You can't say you're enjoying it much either. This is probably gonna end with a bad end, man. You can't let on the fact that you're doing anything other than most casual routine. Like you do this every day. You just put Tom through the sewer to hit up the vast medical chosen meat product. Okay, when you put it that way, maybe it all sounds a bit insane. Still, you're in too deep. Second you guess yourself now.
Hey, I gotta stop breath. I cannot fly. I was strangling.
Hell yeah, dude. Give me a blunt. Aren't the Homestuck comics almost as long as One Piece? I forgot how many Bibles Homestuck is. Yeah, 8,000. Yeah. Almost 1 million words in 8,000 pages. I think with going through all the supplementary material, we're going to easily hit over 100 words. Okay. Does it take to read 8,000 pages? Okay, we're gonna do that math. We're gonna assume it's gonna take a little longer. We're gonna round up to calculator. Let's see how long this is gonna hypothetically take us. I didn't give myself enough days to read Homestuck. I know that I have wrangled math into my favor. Apparently it'll, like, in total, it'll take 22.5 days. Not enough time. There's Homestuck on Tumblr. Oh no, Mixie did that! Yeah. Why did I decide to do this stupid thing? My hubris is getting a part of me. No one would judge me if I did this in reasonable sections, right? Ignore the beginning part. The universe is telling me by muting my microphone during the little beginning part, Mixie, you shouldn't read that beginning part. Math! Frickin', you should do more stupid things. But this was stupid things beyond my limit of stupid.
But this might be too much for me. I don't think I've got help for this.
I'm sitting next to him with a broken arm. I'm starting to get tired of reading this.
I kind of suck. My lucis is gone. I don't have any skills, and most people think I'm weird for liking hot dogs so much. I'm probably just gonna get cold. I'm not good at going on adventures or doing anything hard. I'm good at finding an easy meal here and there, however I can get it. Talking people out of their fine sausages using tricks or other plays which end up losing friends. And unthinkable that anyone would actually want to do anything nice for me or want me to have that sweet meat I desire. At least it was unthinkable until now.
Is your shitty improvised sword aspartate just actually working? You can't believe.
No one's ever done so much or worked so hard to try to get my hands on a freaking magnificent banger. I'm sorry for being emotional, but this is new for me. I don't even know how to handle it. I'm just so grateful. I'll be thrilled to call you my friend, man. Whatever you are.
You were overjoyed. Unbelievable. It's almost too good to be true. One down, so soon. It's great fortune. You hardly know what to do. Should you hug the guy? Last time that didn't go well, but the time he's not holding a hot dog for you to clumsily defile. Moment. A deep rumbling sound begins to echo through the tunnel.
Oh shit, they found us. It's a drone dude. I guess I'm like sewer duty. We gotta run.
He gets up and grabs your hand and sprints a lot faster than he looks, motivated to get moving. He turns this way, the rumbling gets closer. He slips on something and you both tumble into a river of horrific sludge.
Bro, I can't swim, help!
Your bad our first purchase on the legend that was very pretty. You heroically salvage your friend from the muck with the other arm. He coughs and gasps for breath. You find the nearby ladder and shove him upwards to the stair climbing on his own, and you follow him. He bursts through the wood on the floor. Both of you flop out of the hole, dressed in filth, smelling horrible, and completely exhausted, but at least you're safe. You think,
hey man, I just wanted to know, even though we didn't find the glorious treasure you are leading us to, I'm happy how it turned out. Maybe I don't need my hot dogs in my life as much as I thought. Maybe that's not the real treasure after all. It's been a journey for me, let me tell you. I'm learning so much about myself, life, 'cause of you.
The bushy hair slicked back from his eyes due to the sludge. He's giving you a penetratingly soulful gaze, or presumably pure friendship, or even deeper than that. Wow, this is intense. Then something catches your eye, just above him, something dangling. Lots of dangling things. It's really cold in here. No, I didn't press the menu button. You finally realize, holy shit, you're in a weird area, meat locker. You're absolutely surrounded by dangling meat products, including many sausages. Thousands of them. You begin to sob. Your sobbing turns unrevealing of catharsis. He joins you. You embrace each other and let it all out. Suddenly it hits both of you. This is by far the happiest day of your life. Meat heaven! Friendship! That was the trip. Meat. They're gonna die in that freezer. Well, apparently there was like a path. There was a sewer pipe. Like, there was a sewer, like, drain leading up there, so they can leave through the sewer. They can leave through the sewer and not die. They found the sweet meats. That was some weird. Okay. That was some weird weed, man. Sewer meat. Okay. Can we just ignore the thing that I said at the beginning and pretend that it never happened? And we all just quietly acknowledge that this may or may not be the end of this portion of this stream. Or the end of the stream. It's like... Could swear someone took LSD to write this story. Yeah, sure. This is not the end of the Homestuck 22.5 plus days plus the length of actually, let's look up the which thing. Remind me so I can ignore it. Okay, how long is Homestuck 5? How long is Homestuck Friend Sim? Main story. Main story 13 and a half hours. Okay, so okay, we're doing the math on how long this is gonna hypothetically take if we read the entirety. Approximately 534 hours to read Homestuck, 13 hours to read all of Fen Sim. How long are the epilogues? How many pages in the Homestuck epilogue? Okay, so that's 640 pages. Um, 18. There it is. 18 hours. And how long is poster class? We're not even gonna touch Homestuck 2 cause is pulled. Okay. Yeah, okay, and that's 11 hours for that. $11 plus 18 plus 13 plus 534 divided by 24. Okay, that's 24 days. And that's just 24 days time in reading time. Homestuck 2 is not real. Don't look it up. It's like I joined in the middle of this. Which thing? Homestuck feels like a door stopper of a series. Like the part of me wants to like about 4 kids. And they play a game. It's just ooh. Ooh boy. Month-long streak, no sleep, let's go. I think want weed, man, Sure, but it'll probably make me tired. I am contemplating taking my gummy and continuing, but then I would need a partner to wrangle me in. Rami Ricotta, if you are still here. The rodent. If the rodent is still here, then we can keep going. The sleep grass, in the form of gummy. I think the rat fell asleep. Makes sense. Sometimes, like, I am unsure of the fellow flavors' sleep schedules. Makes sense. But I know that most of us have unusual sleeping schedules, so it's either that or that. I'm not anyone's parent. I can't dictate what they do with their lives. Is the mouse in the house? I don't blame you. She's usually up right now. Also, who are you, random woman? The rat deserves red. She died 9 times yesterday. Oof. This will go into a relevant playlist. Feel free to tip the bard at the links in the description or via super chats. Part of me wants to say something mildly stupid. It's like, okay. My goal is to make, it's like, I'm gonna make a financial goal for this series. I'm gonna read you the entirety of Homestuck, excluding Homestuck 2, since now that's still in continuation mode, including Hiveswap Friend Sim, original Homestuck. He's like, broke her line. A lot of hearts with that line. But I will be reading Hiveswap Friend Sim, Homestuck Epilogues, Pester Quest, and maybe Homestuck Squared. Yes, Homestuck is still being made. But let's set a financial goal, shall we? I'm gonna provide you 576 plus hours of entertainment. We're gonna round that up to yeah, I think it's fair to round it up to 600, since there have been intermissions for moderating purposes in chatter. We're gonna round that up to 600. Our goal is by the end of this trek to make at least minimum wage while doing it. If you would like to support this endeavor, buy me a Ko-fi. Ko-fi is in the description, and super chats are also an option. That goal is set to $4,350. If I'm reading the entirety of Homestuck for minimum wage, and I'm doing federal minimum wage, so that's $7.25 an hour. Where's OBS? Thank you for this. And we got beyond, and we got the first hour we got the first hour more than covered. Thank you, auxiliary character, for the 10 USD. Let's make a little words. Text. Okay. There's the blue. 10 out of 435. 0. Put it in the corner. We're gonna do it, homies. The absurdness of rating Homestuck and the absurdness of me getting that much money from live streaming. It'll be funny, and it will be fun. Yippee, yippee. But thank you guys so much for joining me. You are loved, you are appreciated. Go drink water. If you are partaking in any exuberation things. Audio clip that played ho 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 and it synced up with Mixie Homestuck bouncing and I died laughing. And that's why I stopped talking. If you are partaking, please partake safely. Do not overeat. That can be an issue. Remember to drink water. Go get some water if you can. And yeah, I'm pressing the button now. Thank you so much for joining.